Alrighty, so I was supposed to join a group, but I couldn't find a little sign up list for ever. I've been looking finally, and I saw this one guy post I could join his group, so finally got that squared away. But I'm gonna miss the one that's due today. That's why I'm kind of just doing this on my own. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure this out. I've had so many of these classes to start this new Google Hangout thing all of a sudden, and never used it before, and the fact that now that all my online classes use it, partially annoying because I did online classes so I wouldn't have to like schedule times for this class. I could just do it when I had time because I work a lot. And at the same time too, not super convenient, but it's fine. Sorry, shouldn't complain. All right, so I'm running through that little group quiz. On here it says group meeting quiz, whatever. Question one was, I completed the individual preparation assignment before attending the group meeting. I did. I read through the material, and then I also did the prep assignment and kind of read through that, watched the videos. Definitely trying to learn this. I guess I'm actively participating, even though this isn't really a group meeting. Sorry again, Bennett, Brother Bennett. Not quite sure what to call people, BYU, Idaho. Alrighty. The first question says, human blood can be classified into one of our basic types. O, A, B, or AB. The portion of people in the population of the United States with each of these blood types is summarized in the following tables. It says the blood types and the proportions given in this table above define a probability distribution. Let me add these up. It's 85, 96, 100. So they do add all the way up. I do believe that is a probability distribution, if I'm not mistaken. They all have to add up to equal 1. I'll go back and look at the definition real quick, though. Prep assignment. Rules of probability. So 1, probability is the number between 0 and 1. So that definitely fits because those all add up to 1, and they're not less than 1, and they're not more than 1. So yeah, they're between 1 and 0, or 0 and 1. Comes the probability experience, probability that one of these outcomes will occur is 1. In other words, the sum of the probabilities, okay, that's just basically the same thing. And the probability the outcome will not occur is 1 minus the probability that it will occur. So their question again. A probability distribution. I'm going to say true. It lists the 4 different outcomes, and each of those 4 different outcomes is between 0 and 1, and when they add together, it equals 1. So definitely. That's a big man. Say what? Yeah, how was that? I freaking hate that place. I feel like I'm a prostitute.
I wanted to maybe go out like do something this weekend, so I was like, oh, I gotta go do something.
Holy cow, this is a long quiz. This was 4 questions. What is the probability that a random selected person in the United States has type O around 2 decimal places? I'm gonna guess that it's 0.45. Okay. I have to record this thing on Google Hangouts. I was supposed to do this as a group, but I couldn't find a group until it was too late. Yeah. What is the probability that a randomly selected person will not have type O. So if we go 0.40 plus 0.11, it's 51 plus 0.04. Or we can just go 1 minus 0.45. That's going to be 0.55. Information. Use the information to answer the next two questions. Kara Willis and her colleagues conducted a study in which dogs were trained to detect bladder cancer. Is that real? The dogs are trained to lie down next to a specimen derived with a bladder cancer patient, from a bladder cancer patient. Tangle, one of the dogs, demonstrates the identification of a specimen. 7 bowls containing urine were lined up in random order. 6 of the samples from the patient who did not have bladder cancer. 1 of the samples came from the person identified as the bladder cancer patient. If dogs guess at random, what is the probability they will correctly identify the dish containing the specimen from the bladder cancer patient? So there's 7 bowls, right? 7 bowls. And then there's 6 of them are from different patients without bladder cancer, and 1 of them was from the patient with bladder cancer. So the probability that the dog will lie next to the one with bladder cancer is going to be 1/7, which if I had a calculator, is going to be 1 divided by 7 equals 0.14. Okay. Okay. If a combined total of 54 trials, the dogs correctly identify the specimens 22. It is very unlikely the dog would do this well by random chance alone. Which of the following statements is most appropriate? This provides strong evidence that the dogs can detect bladder cancer. I mean, overall, 2254. 22 divided by 54 equals. I mean, they have a 40%, 40.7% chance of being right, or they were right 40% of the time. I mean, that's pretty strong evidence. That's just not at random, because the random one was saying there's only going to be about a 14% chance. So I would say there's a quite strong evidence that they can detect it. I also think that it might be that just, I don't think the example is super clear, but I do believe that did they meet the cancer patient and then have the urine plate performed? Because if that were the case, probably just smell the person with the urine smells similar to that person. I don't know. Anyway. All right. Use the following information to answer the next 3 questions. M&Ms are small chocolate candies. The M&M's website previously indicated that in the U.S., the distribution of colors in a bag of plain M&Ms is given as the following table: brown. Okay. If you reached into a bag of M&Ms, what's the probability of drawing a red colored candy? It's going to be 13. Okay. What is the probability that randomly selected candy is green? So if we add all those up, 1 minus So it looks like there's a 16.16% chance of that. What is the probability the Ramsey candy is not green? So it's going to be 1 minus 0.16 equals 84.84. The following information to answer the next 3 questions. The ACT scores of students admitted to a medium-sized public university in the western United States was taken from capix.com. The following summary statistics were calculated. The mean was 24, standard deviation was 4.3, the variance was 18.6, minimum 14, Q1 22, okay. Half the observations are less than equal. Half the observations are equal to what number? Gonna say 24 since that's the median. 25% of students scored above what number? The top 25. So would that be counted as Q1, or you know that Q1 is the 25th percentile? Is that the first 25th? I'm just gonna go with that. Scored above 22. Oh, top 25. Maybe in the top. I'm gonna say no. That's 27. Okay. Which of the following is not one of the 3 rules of probability? The probability that an outcome will not occur is 1 minus the probability that it will. No, that's one of them. Probability is a number between 0 and 1. That's right. If the probability is high, then the probability is positive. If the probability is low, then the probability is negative. That is not one. Okay. Saving the responses. Going to submit quiz. Did I fail it? Says they're all right, but I don't know if that's because of credit or if I actually got them right. Anyway, all right. Brother Bennett, if you saw this, I promise that I will be in a group tomorrow. Already coordinated with them. They're meeting at 8:30 on Mondays and Tuesdays from now on. I really appreciate you also helping me, give me a little more time to finish from last week. I should be able to handle it from what I understand. Finally got a schedule out. Kind of got a what's it called? An idea of like when assignments are due for each class now, so it should be easier to handle. But yeah, no, I appreciate everything. Thank you.